अकाउंट में चैतन्य चेतावनी मध्य का. So please search for me chapter कृष्णा. ये बच्चे बोलेंगे तो कैसे बोलगा? कृष्णा मेट गोपीज इन कुरुक्षेत्र. इनको रूम में दे दो बच्चों को. हाँ तो कैसे तो आपने कहा चल रही है. इनको रूम में लॉक कर दो. ओम ज्ञानतिमिरन्धस्य ज्ञानाञ्जनशलाकया चक्षुरुन्मिलितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः. गुरवे गौरचन्द्राय राधिकायै कृष्णाय कृष्णभक्ताय तद्भक्ताय नमो नमः.
You can have it all.
Okay, thank you so much.
We can have it all.
There's a description where Mahaprabhu is speaking. तो गोपीज का कृष्ण का कन्वर्सेशन है, डायलॉग है कुरुक्षेत्र में. So I'm इसे मध्य और अंत में ना forgetting that. वाञ्छाकल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपा सिन्धुभ्यैव च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः. नमो महावदन्याय कृष्ण प्रेम प्रदायते कृष्णाय कृष्ण चैतन्य नाम्ने गौरवतिष्वे नमः. अनर्पितं चरिचिरात् कारुण्यवतीन कलौ समर्पयितमुन्नतजरसां स्वभक्ति श्रियम्. हरिपुरसुन्दरदुति कदम्बसन्दिग्धा सदा हृदय कन्द्रेषु स्फुरतु वै सचिनन्दना. हे कृष्ण करुणा सिंधु दीनबंधु जगतपते गोपेश गोपीकांत राधाकांत नमोस्तुते. तप्त कांचन गौरांगी राधे वृंदावनेश्वरी विश्वभानुसुते देवी प्रणमामि हरिप्रिये. श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर शिवासादि गौर भक्तवृंद. All together. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram. One more time. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Okay. No?
I only remember this from Rath Yatra time, and it sings the Devaki song.
Yeah, in that prasang, there's a Mahaprabhu is speaking that dialogue.
Usi chapter. Rath Yatra chapter.
14 she's saying. She's saying Madhya Leela chapter 14.
14, yeah.
Okay. So English, huh? With the causeless mercy of Srila Gurudev, we are today here in Abhay Prabhu and his family, his program, on the occasion of Rath Yatra. On the occasion of Rath Yatra, we already heard yesterday about cleaning of Gundicha temple, and tomorrow is Rath Yatra here in Houston, but it's already started in India. So let's go to India in Jagannath Puri. It's early morning 5 a.m. and devotees they are preparing. They're preparing for Lord Jagannath to come out. Thank you.
I pulled up that poem from Mahaprabhu.
Oh, that's it. So can you do a search of shloka? Nahi Gopi Yogeshwar.
Nahi Gopi.
Yogeshwar. So, we heard from our Srila Gurudev and Acharyas great description of Jagannath Rath Yatra. What is Jagannath Rath Yatra? So first I am describing some basics, then we go to elevation. The basics is anyone who see Lord Jagannath sitting on the chariot, or anyone who pulls the rope of the chariot of Lord Jagannath never takes birth again. That's the end of one's birth. Such a great benediction is there. But we have seen many times in our life Lord Jagannath sitting on the chariot and we pull rope many times. But I don't think so this is the last birth. As we hear many times, just one time chanting Hare Krishna, one can achieve the eternal award of the Lord. But we are chanting 16 rounds, 20 rounds, 64 rounds every day. Vimla Mata, she chants 64 every day. What is that one Hare Krishna? What is that one time seeing Lord Jagannath? All those lifetimes of seeing Jagannath on the chariot is inclusive in that one, with full of transcendental emotions and sentiments. That is one. You didn't call?
Nahi Gopi Yogeshwar.
Yes, that's Bengali. No? Must be in that same chapter. अच्छा छोड़ो, नहीं मिलता तो कोई बात नहीं. Oh, the gopis are not Yogeshwar. You telling us to meditate on you. We are not Yogeshwar. We are not yogis. We want to serve you. So in Jagannath Puri, million of people and devotees, they assemble to pull the chariot of Lord Jagannath. And there are million of demigods there too, which we can't see. But what is the mood of the people who pulls the chariot of Lord Jagannath? Not many people are aware of this. Only few people. Few people means Gaudiya Vaishnavas. Those who are followers of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, they know. That's not my sound. The followers of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, they know exact details, the significance of Lord Jagannath's Rath Yatra. Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, when he is in Navdeep Dham, he is performing intimate pastimes with his associates. There is no reservations there. He is not exhibiting so much opulence in Navadip Dham. Understand? Where he used to tease Brahmins, he used to tease young girls, because Mahaprabhu is Krishna. As Krishna was naughty, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu was also naughty when he was in Navadip for 24 years. But when Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu came to Jagannath Puri, after sannyas, he became very grave and very quiet and showing with his own examples so many principles and conduct. And his reciprocation with devotees in Jagannath Puri is totally different from Navadip. Even though those associates from Navadip, they came in Jagannath Puri and being associating with Mahaprabhu. But the mood is different. As we heard Srila Gurudev's lecture a few days back, he was describing, if you have Gaudiya Rasamrit, that app in your phone, Srila Gurudev was describing, even though some people say, in Jagannath Puri, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu exhibited extreme opulence, Paschatvik bhav, complete opulence. Sometimes his body, the joints of his bodies get loosened and he became a big huge form. And sometimes he just assumed a form of a tortoise. All the limbs goes back into his body. And there in Gambhira he is relishing the extreme moods of Radharani. So seems like Jagannath Puri is very superior. But Srila Gurudev gave so many examples to illustrate the fact that Navadip Parikrama, Navadip Dham pastimes are more intimate and human-like pastimes. But exhibition of opulence is more in Jagannath Puri. That's the difference. So therefore, when Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is in Jagannath Puri, along with all his associates, he used to dance in front of Lord Jagannath's chariot. Who is Jagannath and who is Mahaprabhu? Jai Krishna Sai Gaur, Sai Jagannath. Who is Jagannath? Is Krishna. And who is Mahaprabhu? Is also Krishna. So Mahaprabhu is weeping and crying to see Jagannath. And Jagannath is weeping and crying to see Mahaprabhu. Both are Krishna. They both are Krishna. Hi. Hello, hello. Understand? They both are Krishna, but the moods are different. The moods are different. Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu Krishna, but the mood of is Radharani. Understand? I am not speaking basics today because it's a very, very important to hear, to listen this. So that if we see on television, which we should tonight, the chariot of Lord Jagannath moves around 2 o'clock, 2 p.m., 1 p.m., 2 p.m. there. You must see how Lord Jagannath comes out from his gate and how he sits on the chariot and all those ceremonies. So what I am trying to explain is the significance of chariot festival. And that has so much to do understanding from Mahaprabhu's perspective and his devotees' perspective. Because even though 4 million people are there, but they are not aware of the reality, to who is Lord Jagannath and why he moves from his temple all the way to Gundicha, which is just 3.5 kilometers, just say 2 miles. Why he moves from his own Jagannath temple to Gundicha temple. What's the significance of Gundicha and what's the significance of Jagannath temple? So Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu followers, they know the details. When Mahaprabhu is seeing Lord Jagannath, even though Mahaprabhu is Krishna, but the mood inside is Radharani's mood. So Mahaprabhu seeing Lord Jagannath being Krishna in the mood of Radharani, feeling separation from Krishna and crying and weeping. But Jagannath is also crying and weeping in the mood of Krishna seeing Mahaprabhu as Radharani. Understand? Both Krishna, but both are having different moods. And in this way, Mahaprabhu is pulling the rope. For Mahaprabhu, for Radharani, there is no necessity to pull the rope. Even her sidelong glance on Krishna, she can make Krishna dance. She can make Krishna fall on the ground. She can make Krishna dance. She can make Krishna whatever she wants. Just with her sidelong glance. She has that much strength. What is that strength? The strength of praying. As Shri Prabhupada Saraswati Thakur is saying, Venu karani patitam skalitam shikhandam Brashtam chapid vasnam rajaraj suno Yasya katak shargata vibhushatasya Tam radhika charrenu am smaram. When Krishna is challenging, is that there is anyone to wrestle with me? Then the gopis, they brought Krishna, Radharani in front of Krishna. And what to speak of starting the wrestling match, Radharani just glanced over Krishna. And what happened? Venu karam nipatitam. Krishna's very egoistic of carrying flute in his hand, very fond of the flute. The flute fell from the hands of Krishna. The peacock feather falls on the ground. The pitambar, the yellow outfit which Krishna is wearing, also falls. And not only that, even Krishna, he falls on the ground. Just by one side of glance. So, Shri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is dancing in 7 parties. There's a beautiful description in Chaitanya Charitamrita. 7 parties of devotees, headed by Nityam Prabhu, Advaitacharya Prabhu, many other devotees. 7. And 4 mridangas in each party. So Mahaprabhu is dancing in all those parties, all those groups. Party means groups. He's dancing in all the groups as Krishna is so expert and is dancing with 100 million gopis. 100 million gopis. Just one Krishna. And is reciprocating with all the gopis. How is possible? Inconceivable. Similarly, Shri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is dancing in the 7 groups. He comes in one group and he starts dancing to reciprocate with his devotees who are in the mood to serve Mahaprabhu. Because with their singing, with their playing mridanga and other dancing, they want to see the dance of Mahaprabhu, enhancing the moods of Mahaprabhu. So Mahaprabhu is jumping from one group to the other group to the third group, and in this way the 7 groups. And tears not just flowing from his eyes. There's called tears flow from eyes. But the tears like a syringe drenched everyone. All those devotees, associates, dancing along with Mahaprabhu. So devotees coming in front of Mahaprabhu to get drenched with those tears which are coming like a syringe. Syringe? Pichkari hoti hai na? Like a syringe. Tears flowing like this. How come so many tears? Krishna cannot have those tears. That many tears. These are tears of Radharani's mood. That makes Mahaprabhu, being Krishna, crying so much. Krishna also weep and cry, but he can't so much as Radharani. When Radharani cries, where? At Mansarovar, she cried 1 pond of tears. We can't even try to fill a bucket full of tears. Imagine. That's why this is called inconceivable, achintaniya. So in this way, Mahaprabhu is dancing. And sometimes the chariot of Lord Jagannath used to stop. Why? Even though thousands of people, millions of people pulling with a rope, but chariot is not moving. King Pratap he asked his people to employ horses and even elephants. I want the chariot to move. But failure. Chariot was not moving there. Chariot was not moving. Why was chariot was not moving? Because Mahaprabhu was not in front of the chariot of Lord Jagannath. Mahaprabhu teasing Jagannath. He go around Lord Jagannath chariot. And Jagannath can't move. Unless Mahaprabhu come in front and dancing in front of the chariot of Lord Jagannath. Unless he dance. Then the chariot start moving. And then Mahaprabhu is also teasing Advaitacharya Prabhu. Advaitacharya Prabhu with a mood of opulence. See, Mahaprabhu is dancing. Dancing in ecstasy. Advaitacharya Prabhu with a mood of opulence, seeing that this is Jagannath, he is Jagannath, and I must do parikrama of Jagannath. Means Krishna. I must perform parikrama. So Advaitacharya Prabhu goes back, because when you do parikrama means you have to go around. So after performing one parikrama, when Advaitacharya Prabhu comes in front of the chariot, Mahaprabhu said, Advaita, you lost. You lost the opportunity. And Advaitacharya Prabhu is not understanding. What do you mean I lost the opportunity? What opportunity I lost? Mahaprabhu said, you are a loser. And Advaitacharya Prabhu is thinking, how come I am loser? He said, because what wrong I did? He asked. Mahaprabhu said, why are you doing parikrama? He said, what's wrong in doing parikrama? We are supposed to do parikrama. Mahaprabhu said, we are supposed to do parikrama, but you bereft of having darshan of Jagannath, darshan of Krishna. Bereft of having darshan of Krishna. How is possible? If you see Krishna, how is possible you can move your eyes here and there? So, tell me, is doing parikrama a wrong act or is something devotional? If Krishna is there, if we do parikrama to Krishna, is this wrong or right? Yes or no? Is it devotional practice or not? We must do parikrama, right? When we go to the temple, Govinji Gaudiya Math, after paying obeisances, what we do? Or what we supposed to do? We always supposed to go around, means do parikrama to please the Lord. What is the significance of parikrama? When we go around like clockwise, parikrama means clockwise. When we go clockwise parikrama to any great personality, we develop attachments with them. So many times we saw when Srila Gurudev was present, devotees were waiting for Srila Gurudev to stand from his seat. Why? Because they want to do his parikrama. They keep on waiting and waiting and waiting. And Gurudev says, why are you sitting? Go. No, Gurudev, we are going to go, but after a while. So he's not understanding, he's not getting what's the point. So when he gets up from his bed or his seat, then some devotees, they used to go around him 4 times, do parikrama and pay obeisances to his lotus feet. And sometimes Gurudev used to chastise, what is this? Go away from here. Externally showing anger, but internally so satisfied. This is spiritual reciprocation. Externally some anger and inside so much satisfaction. So in this way, Mahaprabhu is teasing Advaitacharya Prabhu. So is Advaitacharya Prabhu doing wrong by doing parikrama to Jagannath? Was not wrong, yes? But Mahaprabhu proved you are wrong. Because Mahaprabhu, he He's setting up some higher standards. He minimized parikrama by maximizing something more than that. Mahaprabhu said, Advaita, how is possible when you looking Krishna, how is possible you can go around Krishna, showing you back towards Krishna? Just like Radharani. Just like Radharani. One Sakhi of Radharani comes to her and says, Oh Radhe, today I've seen Krishna from toe to head. And Radharani, she became so humble. She said, Oh Sakhi, you are so fortunate. You saw Krishna from toe to head. And never ever saw Krishna toe to head. I'm very unfortunate. You are so fortunate. You see Krishna, complete Krishna. So if Radharani can't see Krishna from toe to head and the other friend of Radharani is seeing Krishna toe to head, who is superior? One who is seeing Krishna complete or one who can't see Krishna complete? It's difficult to understand, right? Because Radharani expressed the mood that, oh Sakhi, oh my friend, I have not seen Krishna, complete Krishna in my life. Because if I glance over one eye of Krishna, my vision, my all senses get stuck there. I don't want to move my eyes from there. If I see one hand of Krishna, or the feet of Krishna, or the navel of Krishna, any one limb of Krishna, my all senses just get absorbed there. I don't want to move from there. In this way, Shri Mahaprabhu established Bhav Rajya in the realm of Bhav. Going around Krishna means parikrama is, he minimized that in comparison with constantly seeing Krishna. Mahaprabhu said, you're a loser. How can you go around Krishna? When there's opportunity to just drink with your eyes the beauty of Krishna. That's analogy. How you can drink with your eyes? You have to drink with your mouth. But Krishna said no. Mahaprabhu said no. You can drink the beauty of Krishna through your eyes. How can you go back? In this way, Mahaprabhu established very high standards because he's in the mood of Radharani. Jagannath is Krishna, Mahaprabhu is Krishna. Both are Krishna. And therefore, Mahaprabhu, after dancing for long, he externally showed that I'm fatigued, I'm tired. So he was resting at Jagannath Vallabh Udyan, a garden, and Mahaprabhu there resting. Then the king of Puri, King Prataprudra, finding this opportunity, there's a great opportunity to serve Mahaprabhu. He came and started massaging the lotus feet of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Mahaprabhu never ever wanted to see the king. Never ever. Mahaprabhu said, I'm sannyasi, I'm not supposed to see the king because king is very opulent. And by seeing a person who is very opulent, a desire can manifest in the heart that I also want to have the same opulence. So Mahaprabhu every time rejected his proposals. But in this situation, when Mahaprabhu is not in him, he is absorbed in the mood of Vrindavan and not seeing Jagannath as Dwarkadish, but seeing Jagannath as Krishna. Vigra nahi tumi saksham Brajendra Nandan. You are Brajendra Nandan Krishna. You are Yashoda Nandan Krishna. Mahaprabhu is seeing Krishna, Jagannath like this. So when he is totally absorbed there, then King Prataprudra came and started massaging the feet of Mahaprabhu. And in this way, King Prataprudra, he chanted one verse from Bhagavatam, from Gopi Geet. तव कथामृता तप्त जीवना कविभिरीदिता कल्मषापहं श्रवणमङ्गलं श्रीमदातता भुवि गृह्णन्ति ते भूरिदा जना भूरिदा जना. Meaning, oh Krishna, your pastime is so nectarian for those whose hearts are burning in this material world. Your katha is nectar, and those who spread this nectar, spreading this Hari Katha, your Katha, they are the best donors. Mahaprabhu can't resist. He heard this and stood up and he embraced King Prataparudra. Before, Mahaprabhu was not allowing king to come and see him. And after hearing this Gopi Geet song, the one verse from Gopi Geet, Mahaprabhu, he stood up and he embraced King Prataparudra. So much is happening. This chapter in Chaitanya Charitamrita, Rath Yatra, is so important, where Mahaprabhu is not only exhibiting those transcendental symptoms but giving so many teachings through his own example, along with his all associates, relishing that high mood. And he's not only relishing, he's distributing those moods. That's the best gift Mahaprabhu gave to this world. The best gift. Because it's not ordinary topics. And not ordinary topics which are spoken in any public or in temples. But those who are followers of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, they are very much familiar with this because they read Chaitanya Charitamrita. Therefore, everyone should keep Chaitanya Charitamrita at home. If you don't have at home, at least keep in your phones and read Chaitanya Charitamrita. Then you will understand what is the beauty of becoming a devotee in Gaudiya Vaishnavism. And once you develop that taste, goodness, you can't leave that. It is so transcendental, so much full of morals, full of teachings, and simultaneously relishing. So a description is there in Srimad Bhagavatam. Means the origin of Rath Yatra. What is this Rath Yatra about? Why there is this cart festival, chariot festival? This mentioned in Srimad Bhagavatam. When Krishna was 10 years, 2 months and some few days, he left Gokul, he left Braj. He came to Mathura. And there he killed Kamsa. He stayed in Mathura for a few months. And overnight, he migrated to Dwarka, taking all those inhabitants of Mathura to Dwarka. When they arrived there, they are seeing beautiful Dwarka, beautiful palace, but there is no gate. And they are asking, Dwarka? Where is the gate? हिंदी में बोलते हैं द्वार कहाँ? अगर हम अभय प्रभु के घर में आए तो सब ओपन ही ओपन हो, तो भाई गेट कहाँ है आपका? द्वार कहाँ? So everyone standing. द्वार means gate. का means where? Where is the gate? Where is the gate? Where is the gate? द्वारका, द्वारका, द्वारका. So then Dwarka is that city is famous by Dwarka. Krishna was in Dwarka for so many years. He married 16,108 queens. He killed so many demons and many reciprocations with devotees. When Krishna came to Dwarka, the question raised was, who's going to become the king of Dwarka? Because a country without king has no values. And then everyone said, let Krishna become the king. And Krishna immediately rejected that proposal. No, I don't want to become king. Why? Such an honor, eh? If any party makes you president of the country, yes, Subal Prabhu. If Democrats say, let Subal be the president of US, or if Republic, anyone, it's such an honor.
You never know right now.
Krishna rejected that honor. He don't want that honor. He never valued that honor. He valued what? The love of his Brajvasis more than anything else. So Krishna is wondering, if I become the king of Dwarka, then there's no possibility to go back to Braj. And my coming in Dwarka is not to live here. It's just a temporary situation. My final destination is to go back to Braj. That's my final. But here I'm here for certain reasons. Many reasons. One prominent reason, because since Krishna killed Kamsa, there are so many friends of Kamsa, especially Jarasandha, giving so many hard time and attack on Krishna. So Krishna wants to go far away from Vrindavan, so that all attacks can be in Dwarka and we can manage there. But if any demon attacks Brajvasis or Braj, and even one tree or a plant of Braj get uprooted because of demons, I will do annihilation, destruction. I can't bear that. I can't tolerate that. So, many reasons. Anyhow, Krishna is in Dwarika, don't want to become king. But then Krishna proposed, Ugrasen Maharaj is senior, his father figure, let him become king. Ugrasen Maharaj said, I'm too old. I can't do this now. There's no strength. Krishna said, don't worry, you just become king and I will take care of everything. And finally, Ugrasen Maharaj became king and Krishna was taking over all other affairs. And in this way, Krishna was so much concerned about his Vrindavan Vasis, Brajvasis, so much concerned that he was sending some messengers to go and pacify, because he is aware, if I am crying and weeping in separation, they will be crying 100 times more than me. Krishna is aware of this. He is fully aware. If I am feeling so much separation and crying and weeping, there must be having 100 times, 1,000 times more than me. So therefore, because of his pure love for his associates, his Brajvasis, he was sending some messengers. From Mathura he sent Uddhav, and from Dwarka he sent his elder brother Balram, Shri Baldev Prabhu, who came for Chaitra and Vishak, 2 months, April and May, these 2 months. Baldev Prabhu came from Dwarka to Vrindavan and tried to console Brajvasis, especially Nand Baba, Yashoda Maiya. Yashoda Maiya said, Thou, where is my Krishna? Why are you alone here? And Baldev Prabhu has to tell lies. He don't want to tell lies, but sometimes lies are very big truth. And what Baldev Prabhu said, Oh Maiya, Krishna was coming with me, but he got stopped by many kings on the way because they started worshipping him. So Baldev Prabhu tried to apply some opulence of Krishna to pacify Yashoda Maiya. Because Yashoda Maiya is in the mood of Madhure. If Baldev Prabhu also would have been in the mood of Madhure there, start crying and weeping like Yashoda Maiya, that was so difficult to console her. You know? So how to contract that? Madhure, he chose Aishwarya. So in this way, Baldev Tattva is so interesting. For example, if you're understanding, what is understanding? For example, he always choose a contrary rasa to save his Brajvasis. For example, when Krishna jumped into Jamuna to slay Kaliya, the snake, right? When Brajvasis heard this, they all became panicked. They all start running towards Jamuna to throw themselves in Jamuna, that if Krishna is not, then we have no value. There's no point of being staying here. They all running towards Jamuna. Only trees and houses there. They were lamenting why the providence has not given us feet to walk or run. Otherwise, we also want to jump ourselves in Jamuna to show how much we love Krishna. The trees and houses, because in that world, everyone has emotions. Nothing is inert or matter. So when Krishna jumped into Jamuna, all Brajvasis running to jump in Jamuna, and Baldev Prabhu also standing in Jamuna like this. Special posture like this. Ha ha ha, and he's laughing. Why he's laughing there? Very loudly he's laughing. This is called Hasya Ras, mood of laughter. Whereas the Brajvasis, everyone is crying and weeping, and that is Karun Ras. What is Karun Ras in English?
Devastation.
नहीं, ये वो करुण नहीं है. रोना, पीटना, devastation, lamentation. So Hasya Ras and Karun Ras, they are virodhi, they are contrary to each other. Suppose if I'm lamenting for something and my friend comes and starts laughing on me, it's contrary, right? Baldev Prabhu intentionally he chose that contrary rasa. Why? If he would have been also crying and weeping and lamenting like Brajvasi, he could have not saved any Brajvasi. So he chose the opposite rasa. Laughing. And when Brajvasi saw if Baldev is laughing there, that means Krishna is safe. If Balram has no effect and is laughing, means there is some drama going on and Krishna is safe. And that made all Brajvasis pacified. So Balram Prabhu, when he came to Braj, he saw Yashoda Maiya. Krishna was coming with me, but he got stopped by the kings because he's accepting worships from them to console Mother Yashoda. But how long he can console her and Nanda Baba and all the gopis was failure. The mission failed. He came back empty hand. But Krishna showing his love by sending his messengers. But nothing was happening. But finally, on one occasion which Krishna was waiting for long to see his Brajvasis, but he can't go to Braj. That's the main point here. What is there which the Lord can't do? Kartam agartam anyatha kartam. He can make possible impossible, he can make impossible possible. But when it comes to the pastimes of the Lord, he is not Supreme Lord there. He is enacting human-like pastimes. He is not transgressing human-like pastimes. That's the beauty of the Lord pastimes. Try to understand this. He can do anything in one click, but is not transgressing human-like pastimes. In that restriction of just being human-like pastimes is when it doing all this pastime, performing those pastimes. That's the beauty of it. And on one occasion there was a very, very heavy solar eclipse, Surya Grahan. And it is well known in India. Whenever there is solar eclipse, people and devotees, ordinary people and devotees, they go to Kurukshetra to take part in Brahm Sarovar. It's considered to be very auspicious. If anyone goes to Brahm Sarovar at Kurukshetra, why specifically Kurukshetra? Because Dharma Kshetra. Kurukshetra is Dharma Kshetra. That's the first verse of Bhagavad Gita. Dharam Kshetre Kurukshetre, everyone knows. Samveta Yuyusavaha Mamakaha Pandava Chaiva Kim Akurva Sanjaya. Why Kurukshetra is Dharma Kshetra? Why? Because Krishna spoke Bhagavad Gita? No. That's the first verse of Bhagavad Gita. Who's saying this? Sanjaya Vachaha. Krishna has not even started Bhagavad Gita yet. So why Kurukshetra became Dharma Kshetra? Any answer? Who did that? No. Parshuram. Parshuram have performed 5 great yajnas at Kurukshetra. 5 great yajnas. After slaying those kings 21 times from the planet Earth. 21 times. He just killed all those irreligious kings, Parshuram. And after, he performed yajnas. 5 great yajnas at this place. And that's the Kurukshetra is Dharam Kshetra. Dharam Kshetra Kurukshetra Samveta Yudhisthava. So, Krishna is in Dwarika and Brajvasis, they are in Vrindavan. So if you know a little geography of India, coming from Dwarka to Kurukshetra means 2000 kilometers. Going from Vrindavan to Kurukshetra is like 400 kilometers. When Krishna heard there is a great solar eclipse, you know that kind of eclipse when everything turns to dark, hota hai na? And so much consequence happens. When Krishna heard there is solar eclipse, he came from Dwarka to Kurukshetra to take bath in that pond, Brahm Sarovar. What is the need and necessity for Krishna, who is the source of all auspiciousness, to have to come to Kurukshetra to take a dip in that pond, Brahm Sarovar? There is no need for Krishna to do this. Then why he traveled all the way? Traveling those days means not like you have a plane, you have a jet. Horses, chariot. It takes weeks and months to arrive to Kurukshetra. Krishna came there with this mood. I'm going to see this opportunity. Probably my Brajvasis will come there. And I'm going to meet my Brajvasis. After a long year of separation. How many years of separation? 70-75 years. Can you imagine? Krishna came with all Dwarkavasis, his mother Devaki, Vasudeva, all them. All of them. And here in Braj, the news spreaded that Krishna is coming to Kurukshetra. So Brajvasis, they can't go Dwarika. Why can't you go Dwarika if you're feeling so much separation from Krishna? Can go Dwarika easily? No. Because the mood in Dwarika is totally different from the mood of Vrindavan. It all depends on moods. Or if you don't understand the word mood, means culture. You know, the culture in America and culture in India, totally different, right? Difference of culture. So if Brajvasis is thinking if you're going to go Dwarika, it's not compatible. It's different culture. The mood of opulence is there. What is that mood? No one can harm Krishna. It's always his Lord. But in Vrindavan, Yashoda Maya always protecting Krishna. Always protecting Krishna. They never believe Krishna is Supreme Lord. But in Dwarika, everyone believing Krishna is Supreme. So it's different culture, it's different mood. So Brajvasis, they're not going Dwarika to meet Krishna, but when they heard Krishna is coming to Kurukshetra, all of them on the bullock cart, all of them, the whole Braj was empty. They came to Kurukshetra. But who is the host and who are the guests? Brajvasi is the guest. Krishna was there before Brajvasis. And when he saw from far distance the bullock cart of his mother Yashoda Maya, Krishna started feeling that word, Purvara, means meeting. Seeing far distance, when my mother is approaching, and when those bullock carts stopped, and Yashoda Maya, she came out from her bullock cart, and Nanda Baba and all the friends, Sakhas, Krishna saw Mother Yashoda. Imagine what's the age of Krishna that time. Almost 85 years old. And if Krishna is 85, so imagine how old is Mother Yashoda? Twice, at least twice. So more than twice, right? 3 times, almost. In that advanced old age, when she saw Krishna from far distance, tears from the eyes and milk from her breast. Is possible in that old age? The milk started flowing from the breast? What's happening? So much vatsalya, affection were overflowing in her heart, seeing her darling son after that many years. Weeping and crying, not eating, not sleeping for years, not days, in seeing Krishna. Crying and weeping and milk flowing from her breast, tears flowing from her eyes. And Krishna saw Mother Yashoda, he came running, Maya, 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 and he transgressed that etiquette. Etiquette say, when you see your parents, you're supposed to go down, touch their feet. But if you put an etiquette on one scale and the prem on the other scale, which is more heavier? Which is more heavier? Prem is heavier than etiquettes. Instead of paying obeisances to Mother Yashoda, touch her feet, what he did? He just embraced Mother Yashoda. Crying and weeping, so much crying. Yashoda Maya drenched Krishna with her tears. And Nanda Baba was standing next to Mother Yashoda, waiting when Yashoda will leave Krishna, then I might turn to embrace Krishna. And then Yashoda Maya, when she came back to her senses, she allowed Krishna to also go to Nanda Baba. And Nanda Baba, food kar ro rahe. Embracing Krishna and crying. Krishna is crying so much. Meeting after 80 years, 75 years. इतने में तो भूल जाते. No one can remember your loved one after 70 years. And then friends were waiting, Sridham, Subal, they all also gave a very warm and loving embrace to Krishna. And then Radharani and the gopis were standing far distance because they can't come close because seniors and superiors were present. There is some maryada there. After greeting everyone, when Krishna looked towards gopis and Radharani, he can't control himself. So he hid his emotions. He hid his emotions. And some indication was there, I'm going to see you later. In this way, many things happen. Devaki, she came forward and she said, Mother Devaki, she addressed Mother Yashoda, "Oh Yashoda." Gurudev used to describe this beautiful. Devaki अपना क्या मैयापन दिखला रही है, over showing her motherly affection. "Oh Yashoda, I'm so thankful to you. You raised my son so nicely." And when Kunti Devi was present there, Krishna heard this. Kunti Devi, she said, "Oh Devaki, oh, we'll speak to Yashoda later. There's so much to do. Please come." She took Devaki away from Yashoda Maya because what she's saying, she's trying to prove Krishna is my son and you raised my son so nicely. Mayapan दिखला रही है. She's taking credit of everything. Whereas Krishna is son of Yashoda Maya. So all these things are happening there. Beautifully described in Srimad Bhagavatam and then Gopal Champu. Elaborately. But then come the point. When Krishna met gopis, Radharani, Lalita, Vishakha, all the gopis there. Which Radharani? There are three manifestations of Radharani. Vrishabhanunandani, then Sanyogini and Vayogini. A little high topic. Just touching. When Radharani comes to Kurukshetra, Radharani never steps out from Kurukshetra, from Vrindavan. As Krishna never goes out from Vrindavan. Which Radharani came? A manifestation of Radharani called Sanyogani Radha. She met Krishna. And piercing Krishna heart with her sidelong glances. You know, sometimes you don't have to speak. Sometimes wives, they don't speak. But when she look in the eyes of the husband, they understand something is wrong. Piercing the heart, looking and glancing, yes. All the Prabhus are understanding this. It's very familiar. They can relate very easy. So when Radharani and the gopis, they're looking in the eyes of Krishna, he's feeling so shy there. Krishna came with so much confidence. Band ho gaya Prabhu. Lock ho gaya. Krishna came with so much confidence, to console or to pacify the anger of Radharani. इसका नेक्स्ट वाला आएगा? आप इधर ही बैठ जाओ.
Next to the Bhagavad.
Oh, next day. अच्छा, good. Very good. How much time I have, Ame Prabhu? Huh? My flight is 11 a.m. So I think I have to reach by 9 at airport. So I can finish by 8.
Weatherman.
Huh? अच्छा सुनो ध्यान से. So when Krishna came to Radharani with so much confidence, he's trying to give some teachings to Radharani, saying that what is the necessity to cry and weep? See, yogis, they always meditate on me. I'm always situated in everyone's heart. Is Krishna telling wrong? Or is that the truth? Is Bhagavan is present in everyone's heart or not?
Yes.
As what? As Paramatma. So, कहाँ नहीं रहा? Skip on that. next करेंगे. Nahi gopi. अच्छा. So Krishna is speaking with so much confidence. I am situated in everyone's heart. What is the necessity to cry and weep? Just get satisfied meditating on me. Radharani became so upset. This is what you have to say after so many years. We are meeting here in Kurukshetra after so many years, and this is what you have to say. Keep your teachings with you. We know very well you are very fond of giving lectures. You know, Bhagavad Gita is what? Giving lecture. No? He is also giving lectures, Bhagavad Gita. They are followers of Krishna.
अरे ऐसे क्यों बोल रहे हो? मुझे नहीं बनना फॉलोअर ऑफ कृष्ण. महाराज जी योगेश्वर है, यही नाही गोपी योगेश्वर नहीं है.
No, I'm not getting that word somehow. अच्छा, anyway.
इसमें यही है ना, गोपियाँ कह रहे हैं.
You are very fond of giving lectures. But I must tell you one thing. Nahi gopi yogeshwar पद कमल तुम्हार चित्ते पाइबे संतोष तुम्हार वाक्य परिपाटी तार मध्य कोटि नाटी शुनि गोपी आर बड़ो रोष. I'm not getting this verse. Nahi gopi yogeshwar. Oh Krishna, the gopis are not yogis. Yogis get satisfied just meditating on you. We are not satisfied just remembering you and meditating on you. We want to serve you. चित्ते पाइबे संतोष. We are not satisfied just by meditating on you. तुम्हार वाक्य परिपाटी, the way you addressing us and speaking to us, तार मध्य कोटि नाटी, is full of hypocrisy. शुनि गोपी आर बड़ो रोष. You're making us more angry now. Radharani is straight attack on Krishna. And what do you think? Vrindavan is Anner man man, more man Vrindavan, mane vane ek pari mani. People's mind is very flickering. Acceptance and rejections. Rejections and acceptance. But Radha is saying, more man Vrindavan. My heart is Vrindavan, my mind is Vrindavan. So therefore, we request you, please come to Vrindavan. When Shri Radharani is speaking to Krishna, this is what happening in Jagannath Puri at the time of Rath Yatra. So important to read, hear or speak this. When Radharani is correcting Krishna, there are mixed emotions there. In these verses, mixed emotions. Sometimes she is taking a very humble position. Sometimes she is manifesting her anger. And sometimes she is exhibiting the opulence of Krishna. So all mixed together. Next she said, "O Prannath." So first she addressed Krishna with so much angry mood. Keep your teachings with you. We don't want to hear that. Because we are not yogis. And you are very fond of giving lectures. This is the way to address her after so many years of separation? Giving lecture then meditate? No. We only want to serve you, not just meditate on you. Then she said, "Prannath, shun mor satya nivedan, braj amar sadan, taha tumar sangam, na paile na rahe jivan." Now Radharani became submissive. Oh, what I said to Krishna. I'm not supposed to speak like that. Then keeping very humble position, she said, "Oh my dear Lord, this is what Krishna don't like to hear." Understand? With one example. If in Vrindavan, in Nidhuvan, in the Kunja, if Radharani is waiting for Krishna, and when Krishna comes, he arrives in Kunja, if Radharani stand up in honor to Krishna, that's trouble to Krishna. He understands something wrong at it. Because this is not normal. And I have to go through some consequence with this. But if Krishna comes and Radharani extend her feet, massage my feet, that's a very normal situation. And Krishna is so happy, yes, this is normal. So, my dear Lord, kindly hear my true submission. Now she is showing, exhibiting a submissive mood. You can see, I'm just not taking much time, but it's a very beautiful. If I elaborate on this, it's going to take maybe hours. But I'm just speaking few minutes only, but hear this. How he's switching over her emotions. Hear my true submission. My home is Vrindavan, and I wish your association there. If Krishna said, I'm meeting you here, we are same. Radharani said, no, this is not my home, Kurukshetra is not my home. I want to have association with you in Vrindavan. Priya soham sahachari Kurukshetra milatam tatham tam sa radha tam yubhyam sangam sukham tatrapi antar khela madhur murali pancham jushe mano mein kalind pulan vipanya swaranti. Shukdev Goswami is saying, Krishna proposed, O Radhe, you are here, I am here, all the gopis are here. So we can also have the same association and same Ras Leela here. Radharani said no. Because the most important ingredient of that Ras Leela is not present here. Ras means ras. Lemonade, you need many ingredients. Lemon, some little salt, black pepper, or many other sugar. So many ingredients required to make a ras. Krishna said, yes, you are here, I am here, the gopis are here, we can do Ras Leela here. Radharani said, no, it's not possible. The most important ingredient is not present here. Krishna said, what is that? She said, more man Vrindavan. That Vrindavan is not present here. Therefore, Ras cannot take place in Kurukshetra. Ras can only take place in Vrindavan, because Vrindavan, Radharani claims, Vrindavan is my heart. This is what Krishna is fond of hearing. Those jewels of prem, the love which she is keeping in her heart, she don't want to expose, she don't want to tell anyone. And Krishna intentionally makes her angry or upset so that she can express those emotions. With that, the whole universe gets purified. Tati punati bhuvanatrayam. Uddhav ji ne bola na, Vande braj strinam padarino vikshanam yasi punati gitam bhuvanatrayam. Yes. These emotions, these expressions of Radharani, which she always keep hiding in her heart, she don't want to express that. But when she expresses that, that purifies the three universes, the entire universe. चित्त काढ़ी तुमा हेते विशेषाय लगाते ना करी यत्न पारे तार ध्यान शिक्षक कर लोकी हास्य मर स्थान स्थान ना करो विचारे। एक टाइम था ये सब याद था कुछ साल पहले, अब तो ट्रैवलिंग कर करके सब भूल गया, सब याद था। Radharani said, I want to withdraw my consciousness from you. Come on. We are here to have Krishna consciousness. Make Krishna center of your activities and be Krishna conscious. Radharani said, I don't want to. I want to withdraw my consciousness from you. But don't try to understand. This is the mood been spoken by Radharani in the mood of extreme prem. जैसे हिंदी वाले लोग समझेंगे, इंग्लिश वाले को तो समझा ही नहीं सकता ये। जैसे गुरुजी बोलते थे इंडिया में, यहाँ नहीं, एक माँ अपने बेटे को थप्पड़ मार के बोलती है जा मर जा, लेकिन क्या माँ का ये मतलब है कि तू मर जा? उस वचन में तू जा मर जा का कहना होता है तू जी जा, है ना, तो लंबी आयु हो जाए। लेकिन ऊपर से बोलते क्या, जा तू मर जा। ऐसे बहुत माओ को देखा पीटते हुए बच्चों को। है माता जी, मारते हैं ना इंडिया में, जा मर जा यहाँ से, मर जाना। पंजाबी थे वैसे ही मर जाना बोलते हैं। हाँ आ तो गया ना ही गोपी योगेश्वर वर्ष। सो आई ऑलरेडी एक्सप्लेन दिस। अच्छा
कौन सा नंबर है?
13.141। Now Radharani saying, वृंदावन गोवर्धन यमुना पुलिन वन, से कुंजे रास अधिक लीला, से ब्रजे ब्रजजन माता पिता बंधुगण, बड़ा चित्र केवल पाशलीला। Radharani saying, it is amazing. See, try to attentively hear this. No eating, no drinking this time. Just, no, sorry. Just concentrate, focus few minutes. Radharani is saying, it is amazing that you have forgotten the land of Vrindavan. It's so amazing. And how is it that you have forgotten your father, mother and friends? How amazing, how is possible? How have you forgotten Govardhan Hill? Arey, kitchen please. We are getting food for soul. Later we get food for body. Just few minutes please. How have you forgotten Govardhan, the bank of Yamuna and Vrindavan, where you enjoyed the Ras Leela? How is possible, Krishna? How is possible? And it's so amazing that you have forgotten Vrindavan, Govardhan, Jamuna. You perform Ras Leela there. How is that possible? Complaining mood. Krishna, you certainly are a refined gentleman with all good qualities. We know this. Now humble mood. What she is saying? Vidagdha mridu sadgun sushil snigdh karun tumi tomar nahi doshabhas तबे जे तुम्हार मन ना स्मरे ब्रजजन से अमार हृदय विलास. Now humble mood. She is saying, Krishna, you certainly a refined gentleman with all good qualities. You are well behaved, soft-hearted and merciful. There is no doubt. Karuna Sindhu. I know that there is not even a tinge of fault to be found in you. I know this. Yet, your mind does not even remember the inhabitants of Vrindavan. This is only my misfortune and nothing else. Radha is saying, I'm not blaming you. You are not at fault. This is my misfortune. This is my misfortune. Ashish is called. Na gani apan dukh देखी ब्रजेश्वरी मुख ब्रज जने हृदय विदरे कीबा मारे ब्रजवासी कीबा ज्यो ब्रजासी केनो ज्यो दुख सही बारे. See what Radha is saying. I do not care for my personal unhappiness. She is saying, don't worry about me. But when I see the morose face of your mother Yashoda, she is sad. Whenever we see the face of mother Yashoda, and the heart of all Vrindavan Vasis breaking because of you, I wonder whether you want to kill them all, or do you want to enliven them by coming here? We are not understanding what is your mood. You want to kill them? I'm not concerned about my happiness or unhappiness. Don't worry about us. But because very close to Mother Yashoda, when we see them, your parents and other Brajvasis, it really breaks heart. They are so morose. They are so sad. Why are you simply keeping them alive in a state of suffering? Just announce you don't want to come back. Just say one time and let them die. But we don't understand what is your mood. You promise you're going to come back soon. And you know they are living their life because they know you never tell lies. And they are waiting and waiting and waiting, so many years pass. Just say you don't want to come back, straight. Then we'll not keep any hope. Then we do whatever we want to do. But we are living with this hope. You're going to come back because you promised us. Yeah, that's why I can't see the morose face of your mother, Yashoda and Brajavasis. तुम्हारी अन्य वेश, अन्य संगी, अन्य देश, ब्रज जन कबू नहीं भाई. ब्रज भूमि छाड़ीते नारे, तोमा ना देखीते मारे, ब्रज जन की कर्यो पाए. Radharani is saying, the Brajvasis do not want you dressed like a prince. What are you wearing? What happened to you? Where is that peacock feather on your head? Where is that flute? Instead of flute, you're holding chakra now. Instead of that peacock feather, you're keeping that golden crown now. What happened to you? तुम्हारी अन्य वेश, अन्य संगे, अन्य देश, ब्रज जन कबू नहीं भाई. The Brajvasis do not want you dress like a prince. They don't want you to associate with these great warriors in a different country. You're having elephants, you have horses here. What is this? You totally changed. But they cannot leave the land of Vrindavan. Brajvasis, they cannot leave Vrindavan. And without your presence, they are all dying. What is their condition to be? Tell us. Can you give an explanation? तुम्ही ब्रजेर जीवन, ब्रज राजेर प्राण धन, तुम्ही ब्रजेर सकल संपद, कृपा आद्र तुम्हार मन, आसिय जियाओ ब्रज जन, ब्रज उदय करो निज पद. My dear Krishna, your life and soul of Braj Dham, they are living because of you. And you are living because of them. Your life and soul of Braj Dham, Vrindavan Dham. You especially the life of Nand Maharaj. Because Nand Maharaj said, Dashrath Maharaj is more fortunate than me. Because he uttered 2 times, Ram, and he left his body. But how unfortunate I am, Nand Maharaj is saying. My son Krishna has left me and I'm uttering so many times Krishna, 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 and I'm not living my body like Dashrath Maharaj. I'm not living body like him. That's why he's very fortunate. He's ideal father and I'm more unfortunate. Nand Baba is expressing his humility like that. So you are especially the life of Nand Maharaj. You are the only opulence of Vrindavan and you are very merciful. Please come. Please come. And let all the residents of Vrindavan live. They are not living. It appears they are living, but they are dying. Kindly keep your lotus feet again in Vrindavan. Please come, please come. Radharani is begging. So this is what Radharani is saying. You want to hear what Krishna said? Is it time? Understand? In short, I described. 7 more minutes, bus. Just keep little patience. Because outside is thunderstorm and heavy rain, you can't even go out. Now you see what Krishna is saying. Until now we heard what Radharani is saying. But he also have to say something, right? We have to hear both parties. So let's hear what Krishna is saying. How is addressing Radharani? Pran priye, shun mor e satya vachan, toma sabar smarane, jhuri moi ratri dine, mor dukh na jane kaun jan. Krishna is saying, my dearest, ये तो सब समझते हैं, प्राण प्रिय, my dearest means more loving than my life. Pran Priyesh Radharani, Please hear me. I'm speaking truth. I cried day and night simply upon remembering all of you. No one knows how unhappy this makes me. No one knows. Because tell me, who is there in Dwarika? Who is there in Dwarika to understand the mood of Krishna there? In Vrindavan, everyone is there to console each other. Govardhan is there, bank of Jamuna is there, place of pastimes are there. Who is there in Dwarika? Only Balaramji, Baldev Prabhu, Uddhav and Roni Maya. Bas, these three. But can Krishna express the mood of his gopis to Balaram, Baldev Prabhu, to Roni Maya? She is mother, na? Not possible. And only little something to Uddhav. Once upon a time, Krishna was sitting on his throne and he saw Gop Kumar, a cowherd boy, and he was having a flute tucked under his dhoti. When he arrived in the palace, Krishna saw this Gop Kumar, which is a cowherd boy. And just by seeing, Krishna remembered Vrindavan and his outfits. That I am a Gopa. And his tears were already, his eyes is already moistened with tears. But Uddhav was there and he touched Krishna's feet. No. These kings in Dwarka will not understand this. Try to hide your moods. And Krishna just closed his eyes and his eyes was full of tears. Just by seeing appearance of a Gopa. So how humbly Krishna is expressing this. Pran priye shun more e satya vachan. I'm telling truth. I'm crying day and night. I cried day and night simply upon remembering all of you. But who will understand my pain? Who will understand this pain? There's no one. Brajavasi Jatajan. Oh, this is so beautiful. Brajavasi Jatajan, Mata Pita Sakhagan, Sabe Hai Mor Pran Sam, Tar Madhye Gopigan, Sakshat Mor Jivan, Tumi Mor Jivanar Jivan. Krishna said, all Vrindavan Vasis, my mother, my father, and my sakhas are like my life and soul. They are like my life and soul. And among all the Brajvasis, the gopis are my life and soul. And among all the gopis, you, Radharani, you are the chief. Tumi more Jivanar Jivan. Your life of my life. I can't live without you. Imagine if Krishna is speaking this. What's his state of sentiments and emotions? You are my Jivana Jivan, you are life of my life. Therefore, you are the very life of my life. How can I forget you? How can I forget you? But who will understand my mood? Toma sabar prema rase, ama ke korili avashe, tu ami tomar adhin keval. Wow. Toma sabar chhada, ama dur desh laya, rakhi ache durdev prabha. My dear Radharani, I am always subservient to the loving affairs, to your prema. What Krishna is saying, I am always submissive to your prema. I can't forget that. He is not saying I am submissive to you. I am submissive of the prema you have for me. I am under your control only. Only you can control me. My separation from you and residence in distant places have occurred due to my strong misfortune. Krishna is taking all that blame because of my misfortune. Can Supreme Lord has misfortune? So when we hearing this, forget about that he is Lord or is God. He is Krishna. This is my misfortune that I am far away from all of you. Krishna is expressing this. Priya priya sangahina, priya priya sangavina, नहीं जे ए सत्य प्रमाण मोर दशा सुने जबे तार ए दशा हवे ए भय दोहर राखे प्राण. When a woman is separated from the man she loves, when a woman is separated from the man she loves, or a man is separated from his beloved woman, neither of them can live. It is a fact that they live only for each other. For if one dies and the other hears of it, he or she will die also. ये तो इंग्लिश में, ये अगर हिंदी में होता ना तो उसकी भावना का लेवल एकदम बहुत ही ऊंचा हो जाता. तो इंग्लिश में वो भाव नहीं आ रहा.
ये कथा हिंदी में ही हो सकती है.
हाँ, that's the fact.
नहीं आपको बस
नहीं
इतना नहीं.
Yes.
हिंदी में
We are only getting information. That's all. कितने प्रेम से भगवान बोल रहे हैं. प्रिय प्रिय संग बिना प्रिय प्रिय संग ही ना. He's saying, if a woman is separated from the man she loves, or a man is separated from his beloved woman, neither of them can live. It's impossible. It is a fact that they live only for each other. So Krishna is expressing his emotions for Radharani. I'm only living because of you, and you're living because of me. For if one dies and other hears of it, he or she will die also. So what Krishna is trying to express here, I'm also dying. I'm also dying. But here in Dwarka, no one is understanding this. राखी ते तुम्हार जीवन सेवी अमी नारायण. Oh, this is so great. राखी ते तुम्हार जीवन सेवी अमी नारायण तार शक्ति आसी नीति नीति तुम्हार सन्ने क्रीड़ा पड़ी नित्य जदि जाओ जदुपुरी तहाँ तुम्हें मानव मोर स्मृति. What Krishna is saying here, you are my most dear and I know that in my absence you cannot live for a moment. Just to keep you living, Krishna is saying, just to keep you living, I worship Lord Narayan. Krishna is worshipping Narayan just to make you live. Because you are most dear. That in my absence you cannot live for a moment. Just to keep you living, I worship Lord Narayan. By His mercy, I come to Vrindavan every day to enjoy pastimes with you. Krishna is saying this. How Brajvasis are living without Krishna? Because Krishna comes every day to see Brajvasis. He is saying here, I worship Narayan to make you all live. And I come with His merciful potency. I come every day to enjoy pastimes with you. I then return to Dwarka. I come every day and then I go back to Dwarka. Thus, you can always feel my presence there in Vrindavan. You can always feel. मोर भाग्य मो विषय तुम्हार ये प्रेम है से प्रेम परम प्रबल लुकार अमा आने संग कर तुम साने प्राकृत अमित सत्वर. Our prem is more powerful because of good fortune in receiving Narayan's grace. Krishna is saying, only because the mercy of Narayan, by his grace, our prem became very powerful and have very good fortune. This allows me to come there unseen by others. No one can see me there. I hope that very soon I'll be visible to everyone. Krishna said, see, I killed Kamsa, but only another 3-4 demons left. बस 3-4 असुर बचे हैं. I'm going to kill these 3-4 demons. I'm going to kill them, and after doing so, I shall return to Vrindavan. Please know this for certain. I again reminding you and reviving that promise. I already killed Kamsa, Just 3-4 left. And after killing them, I'm going to come to have union with all of you. In this way, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is relishing this conversation, this dialogue between Radharani and Krishna happened in Kurukshetra. And then, when Radharani expressed her mood, Krishna expressed his mood. Then Radharani said, enough Krishna, enough. Now we will not allow you to go Dwarka from here. Let us go to Vrindavan. Krishna said, how am I going to go Vrindavan? Chadi Gopi Hriday. Chadi Gopi Manorath Sakshat Manmat Manmat. So Gopi said, come and sit on the chariot of our heart. We'll take you to Vrindavan. So there is one chariot where horses, the reins of the horses, and there is a chariot. But there at that Kurukshetra, Gopis, they made Krishna sit on the chariot of their hearts, especially Radharani. And they dragged Krishna. They took Krishna from Kurukshetra to Vrindavan. This is Rath Yatra. This is Jagannath Rath Yatra. Yeah. So no matter where it is happening, in Jagannath Puri, in Houston, in India, any part of the world, but we devotees, the followers of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, or if those who have heard this, with this mood, we are under the guidance of the Braj Gopis, taking Krishna from Dwarika to Vrindavan so that he can have a union with his loved ones. That's the best seva to Krishna. There's no other best seva to Krishna. You give $3 million to Krishna, you give flowers, garlands, fruits, whatever. The best seva is when two loved separated, you're going to make their union. And who's the best couples? Oh, who's the best couple? Radha and Krishna. They got separated for their own enjoyment. There's a mood, Vipralambha. So, serving Radharani, serving the Braj Gopis, and serving Krishna. What is the best service to Radharani and the best service to Krishna is uniting them. This Rath Yatra. So, devotees, they are taking Krishna from Dwarka to Vrindavan. We always pray Krishna, come to Vrindavan. So, whenever I perform Bhagavad Katha in India, in 7 days it's so difficult to complete Srimad Bhagavatam. On the 4th day, we celebrate the birth of Krishna, then the Radharani's birth and all that. Then we switch over 7th day to Dwarka Leela. Krishna married 16,000 queens. But I have done almost, as far as I know, more than 150 Bhagavad Kathas until now. And every time, I end up Srimad Bhagavad Katha by bringing Krishna to Vrindavan. And never leave Krishna in Dwarika. That's not his favorite place. That's a circumstantial that he's there. Always bringing Krishna, no matter if it is in 10 minutes. You know, how is possible in 3 hours, you narrating Dwarka Leela, and then Sudama Leela, and then bring Krishna back in just 10 minutes. But always, we want Krishna to come back in Vrindavan in the midst of Brajvasis and especially Gopis, and especially with Radharani. That's the significance of Sri Jagannath Rath Yatra. Keeping these moods in the heart, if you pull the cart, lot of blessings and mercy of Mahaprabhu, Radharani and Krishna falls on us with this mood. So if you pull chariot without any mood, there is no significance. But with this mood, which I already was expressing, we heard in Chaitanya Charitamrita. Try to pull the chariot with this mood tomorrow at Rath Yatra. Gaur Premanande Hari Hari Hare Krishna. Special thanks to the host, Mataji and Abhay Prabhu, for having this program. And that's also like a farewell program for me. Leaving tomorrow morning. And the same topic was in my was in my head to speak in the temple tomorrow, but I already said this, and whoever is going to speak tomorrow, you can even repeat this. It's going to be beneficial for all the devotees and all those guests coming over, because no one speaks this. You know? I guarantee, if there is 60 temples in Houston, nobody knows this. Not like I'm disrespecting anyone, but just as saying, this is so deep and intimate. So deep and intimate. So make people aware of this by spreading this. That's the internal mood, and this is sanctioned in Srimad Bhagavatam also, which is the the best evidence. Everyone, raise your hands. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare. Bolo Shri Jagannath Baldev Subhadra Sudarshan Chakraju ki jai, Sachinandan Gaur Hari ki jai, Shri Jagannath Rath Yatra ki jai, Shri Jagannath Puri Dham ki jai, and all devotees in Jagannath Puri Dham ki jai. Those devotees so fortunate, they are in Puri Dham, they are seeing the Lord of Universe Jagannath. And I am very unfortunate, I am here just praying and begging, oh Jagannath, please forgive. We are here just remembering you. And he have big eyes, he can see that far from Puri to Houston. So with moods, we are expressing our prema and our love for Jagannath. Please end up with 5 minutes. Yes, darshan is with ears.
A farewell kirtan.